Shit! I didn't get the instructions right, and now I have to rewrite the whole thing, and the jokes I put in don't work anymore, so now I have to put in new jokes, and I still have to voice it and edit it, and why does life have to be so hard?
Może powinieneś uzyskać pomoc psychiczną.
Hey! You think just because I have Aspergers and I have trouble following rules sometimes, I should be put in some kind of hospital?
Nie, ponieważ rozmawiasz z wyimaginowaną polską bajkową nosorożcem.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Nawet nie mówisz po polsku.
God damn it. That's it! I'll write an essay about how we should treat people with Aspergers. My room looks really good for a cave. Were you extremely weirded out by those first 30 seconds? Well, you should be, because that's the kind of imagination and mindset I've had my entire life, thanks to a little something called Asperger syndrome. Haha, get it? I haven't heard that one before! A less severe type of autism that affects a person's ability to learn and to socialize.
And it's a load of balls.
I have to have instructions repeated to me a lot more. I still get in trouble to this day because I don't know how to properly react to situations and unreasonably lose my temper, and I've never made any longtime friends because I'm god-awful at social interaction. So how do we make life easier for people with Aspergers? How do we teach them to cope with this limitation? Well, in my opinion, the best way to do it is to teach them about the advantages of having it. Show them that having Aspergers can actually be a good thing, and that way they'll focus more on what they can do than what they can't. What do you think, Polish Rhino Fairy? Does that sound like a good thesis?
Brzmi dobrze jak dla mnie.
Awesome! What about you, Russian Tiger Elf? Oh yeah, that's right, I killed him. Now believe me, I've had countless days where I wish I didn't have pooper patties, as does anyone with a disability. We all have things we hate about ourselves that we can't get rid of. So instead of wasting time and energy fighting these things, we should instead focus on learning to accept them. I can try as hard as I want to act normal, but sadly it's just not possible. And in that regard, yeah, living with it is still a load of balls, but people shouldn't be taught to see it that way, because that alone implies that we're less capable than everyone else, but we're not. Let me tell you all a story. Back in elementary school, I had two teachers, one for 2nd grade and one for 3rd. I'd prefer to keep their identities secret, so we'll just call the one from 3rd grade Tim and the one from 2nd grade, other Tim. This was all before I was diagnosed with butt sandwich, which didn't happen until I was 11, so by this time, I was just a kid who acted slightly different from the rest. And without even knowing about my condition, Tim absolutely loved it. He was genuinely interested in getting my perspective on things and would always encourage me to speak up and express myself, just as he did for the other kids, if not even more. Meanwhile, other Tim would just get frustrated at the fact that I wasn't just a cookie-cutter kid. She didn't know how to handle someone like me and would try her best to make sure I stayed in line. Guess which teacher I remember more fondly? You're right, my 5th grade teacher. Tim 3. The Revenge. Maybe other Tim had a point. I don't think anyone would argue that thinking differently is a bad thing. You're able to provide a unique perspective that most might not have considered. Take this video, for example. How many other people could have come up with the amount of stupid jokes you've seen so far? Whether any of it's funny, we'll find out when I show this in class. But the point is that as a comedian, my strange way of thinking actually helps me to be more creative. Without it, I wouldn't be able to entertain people in the way that I do. Another benefit to Sphincter Salisbury's worth knowing is that people who have it are able to focus on one specific thing much better than the average person, meaning they're better at staying motivated and will be more likely to follow through on whatever they're doing. They're also scientifically more likely to be compassionate, trusting, honest, and generally more positive than the average person. While they may have trouble socializing, the truth is, they'd make pretty good friends. If there were a cure for Asperger's, I honestly wouldn't want it. Yeah, it might make some things easier, but I'd lose so much about myself that not only makes me awesome, but is unique to people like me. Life may be hard, but I think not trying as hard to be normal and learning to accept my disability has allowed me to kick life's ass in a way that I wouldn't have been able to otherwise. I am a funny, focused, motivated, kind-hearted person, and having Asperger's has a lot to do with that. When my parents first found out that I had a disability, they were told that because of it, I wouldn't make it through high school. And now here I am, killing it in college. Alright, that looks good. Now, to just save it and...
You fucked up.